If you want to equip your weapon, you can run a hell of a lot more faster. It's really good if you're trying to escape a lot of zombies. Dodging is a bit tricky on this one. You see with that one, just not as good on this game as on dodging zombies. On previous games, I'm much better. Well, I'd like to think. Ooh, here we go. 70% of this game got completely remade for the remaster on the GameCube version. Remake, sorry, on the GameCube version. And then I think it was like, well, after about just over a decade, it finally got the green light to go onto other consoles. You can usually dodge this one, but... Oh wow. Oh. Took a big bite out of me, bloody hell. Depending on what difficulty you have, it depends on how much health they'll take. I'll try and grab that. There you go, you pretty much fall past him like that. Well, at least I'm walking normally, so that should be fine. You might as well wait for this guy to come round and chase you. That's just a file for defensive items, which is like the exclusive thing to this game. So if you get, I think it's when you get grabbed from the front, you can deploy defensive countermeasures. You can either stab him or you can taser him, depending on which character you have. I think Chris has a hand grenade he shoves in their throats. Choose to shoot that or wait a couple of seconds till it detonates. This will be needed for later, so it's best to drop this down as quickly as possible. Hopefully if we've got enough space we might be able to get back in the door. Yep, that's fine. Go. Okay, we just need to do that so we can get this piece open for this gravestone out here. I think it's a gravestone. Whoa. This is going to be tricky trying to avoid these guys. You'd want to stay to the right hand side here, because I think as soon as you start running a bit to the left, that one in there starts moving, and then you'll have like two zombies trying to get you at the same time, which is not good. So they don't walk down here, so you sort of just wait before you take the final step back to the top. Once his back's facing you, you should be able to get past without getting bit. Let's grab this one. We're going to want to examine this for the key. And there's files. I'll just skim through it. You guys can pause if you want to read it. When you're very first playthrough, you're going to want to read through all of the files, because they'll offer up clues and solutions and puzzles to solve. Go the other way. This route, if you go straight up here, it's pretty much just like a tutorial for defensive weapons. I mean, you can carry on and do it if you want to. I'll just show you guys what it does. But overall, you don't really need to go here. I mean, you get this dagger and it's pretty much gone. It just looks so massive in that shot. He ain't gonna do anything after. That map you can choose to get if you want to, if you're going for the map achievement and stuff. I think it's where you have to like search all the rooms and make sure everything is green on the map. You can only do that on your second playthrough. Because you need to access to the costume room, which was just where I passed. It'll be that big ass painting. In the PlayStation 1 version, that's when the dogs would jump out. But on this one, I don't think they come out until you re-enter this room and go back through the other way. So, not the same way that I'm going through now, but you just reverse this corridor. So you just come back out through this door here. Lockpick. Would I be able to carry that stuff? Yeah. Just trying to slightly speedrun this playthrough as well. I always speedrun these games. There's a lot of fun in that. There's a lot of stuff. I think that was called something else before. Now it just says chemicals to be used on plants, so it kind of dumbed it down. I think this room is just for a dagger, I can't remember. It's been a while since I've played this, so bear with me. Guessing you can't drown zombies. I swear this geezer gets up and just bursts out through the door, but I don't really go through this corridor much for that to happen. I think I've had it happen once. Some people there, that's a very creepy camera angle, that one. Works very well. Here's one of 3 ways you can trigger Barry to help you out in this first segment of the mansion. You can choose to not do this. I'm choosing to do it because it does help out, so I don't need to go and get the broken shotgun in order for me to place it and get the real shotgun. Ink ribbons. I don't think there's nothing else in this room. No, that's it. On Chris's playthrough, you would have to get the broken shotgun. He doesn't have the lockpick, so you're on the lookout for old keys.
Oh God, what did I do now? Wesker! Barry! Help!
Jill! You in there?
Barry? Get me out of here! The door's jammed!
Stand back! Grab my hand!
That's cool, I like that. Little touch there.
Barry.
That was a close one. A second late, you would have fit nicely into a sandwich.
Really? Thanks. But Barry, didn't you say you were going back to the dining room to find other clues? I'm glad and all, but why are you here?
I just had something I wanted to check. Anyway, we should get back to searching for Wesker and Chris.
Thanks,
Wanted to
Barry.
check out that house.
I owe you one.
Don't mention it.
Pretty much inaccessible now. Can't access that door no more. Not that you would need to. There's a zombie around there. This door's a bit of a pain. I think you can only go through it up to a maximum of 3 times within the first second of the launch, because then it gets fixed later on. So you want to use that. This room you want to dispatch all these zombies in here. You'd want to try and pack them up as together as possible. So when you go to burn these guys, you try and get 2 at once. Well, that's very difficult to do. Nope. That was pretty close. I think I'm on red caution now. Man, guys are probably having up today. Let's put some stuff away. That's usually how I sort things, weapons and stuff at the bottom, and on the top all items and healing items. It's pretty much telling you if you don't burn those guys or manage to pull off a headshot, they will regenerate and come back as something more stronger. They call them crimson heads. They're just 10 times more vicious, and they really do completely mess up your game. So it's a nice little thing to have there, so it keeps you on your toes. So it's like, oh, okay, at least they're dead, but they come back if you don't get rid of them. It's very hard. This randomly generated these headshots. Sometimes you get lucky. I believe he's still alive. No, he's dead. Gonna be coming back through this whole area a lot, so you want to get rid of as many zombies as possible around it. That one you can pretty much easily dodgeable. What's this? There you go. Pause and just skim through that real quick.